Yeah, man, we are live today, losing weight. How do we lose weight for a fight? Now, there's different approaches to losing weight. Now, one is diet weight, actually losing pounds. How do we lose this? This flabberoo, this little excess of skin, this little chub, and manipulating weight. Two completely different things. And what we got to go through first is these questions. These questions are vital in order to get into the right weight at the right time. Yes, we can lose weight, but if you're doing it for a fight, you need to do it for a certain time. That is your weighing day. That is the day you need to be a certain weight. So first of all, what do you weigh now? You step on those scales. What is the weight right now? And I don't mean after your dinner. I mean when you get up in the morning. So weigh yourself and see what you are. Personally, I do it in kilos, but that is up to you. Now, what weight are you fighting at? So on the day, what weight are you fighting? Are you a featherweight, which is 65.8? Do you get that pound allowance? So you got to look at these things. Are you a lightweight? Are you a flyweight? Are you a heavyweight? That is what you have got to answer. From there, what weight do you want to be 6 days before a weighing? Now, this is personal preference because this is where 6 days before your weighing, weight manipulation takes place. So some people like cutting a whole lot more than other people. I know people that cut 10 kilos maybe for a weight cut. I know people that cut 5 kilos for a weight cut. I know people that cut 2 kilos for a weight cut. So that bit is totally up to you. And then lastly, how many weeks have you got to make that weight? And this is how we're going to plan. How are we going to make a strategy to get us from chubby weight to on weight for the fight? Now let's go through an example. This is similar to how I would do it, but it is a little bit of a longer time frame. But this is the weight I am right now. I am 75.5 kilos. If I fight at 66 kilos, featherweight is actually 65.8 kilo. And then if you want the pound allowance, that is okay. But I've just done 66 kilos, so it's easier for quick maths. You know what I'm saying? Quick maths. What weight do you want to be 6 days before the weigh-in? I want to be 71 kilo. So that means I want to go from 75.5 kilo to 71 kilo. How many weeks have I got until fight week? And for that, I mean 6 weeks before weigh-in. Because I don't care about losing weight from 6 days before weigh-in. That is where my manipulation takes place. Not my diet and losing that excess chub on your body. So I've got 10 weeks to do so. I've got 10 weeks until 6 days before my weigh-in. So really, I've got 11 weeks until fight night. So I've taken off a week from the actual day I fight. This is how I personally do it. Now, to lose weight, you've got to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit to lose 1 pound of fat, which is 0.45 kilos. To lose 4.5 kilos equals a 3,500 calorie deficit per week for 10 weeks. You need to do that for 10 weeks. And then, average, you've got to be in a 500 calorie deficit per day. Per day. So remember, I put average. Average. So maybe on a Thursday, you're in a 600 calorie deficit. But then on Friday, you're only in a 400 calorie deficit. That's fine, because the week has stayed average, 500. We're looking at 3,500 as a whole. A whole. I'm not looking per day, because everyone knows that you love a cheat meal. Because I do. And Saturday or Sunday, you know when those burgers come out, those brownies, oh, they hit different. But you know what else they do hit? The calories. And the calories big time. So sometimes I may not be in a deficit on a Saturday. Don't tell my coach that, but I might not be. So that means if I know I am at maintenance on a Saturday, I've only lost 3,000 calories for the week. So somehow, I've got to lose another 500 within those other 6 days. Maybe I am in a 600 calorie deficit for 5 days, a 500 calorie deficit for 1 day, and then at maintenance for 1 day. So then it equals 3,500. Remember, averages. Don't care about single days, average, because sometimes you're going to be a little bit hungrier from training. Sometimes you're just going to want a little bit of a cheat. We're all human. But I stick to that average all the single time. And if you do cheat yourself, just remember next week you're going to have to pay yourself back. Now, what I was talking about earlier, weight loss for losing weight and weight manipulation. Losing weight is from diet. Weight manipulation is from water. So I will lose weight up to a week before my fight. The week of my fight, I'm eating more calories than I would in the diet period. And you might think that is crazy. You're trying to lose weight, Sueno, and you're eating more calories. But the thing is, I'm not there to lose weight anymore. The most you're probably going to lose is 0.4. I could do that in a bath like that. So what I do need is energy. I need energy for my weight cut. I'll be doing my water loading as well. I will go through a weight cut procedure, I think, in a separate video because it is massive. But I'm going to be water loading. When it gets to Friday morning, I'm probably going to have 2 kilos left to cut. I started 6 days before my weigh-in at 71 kilos. I'm probably going to be 68 kilos come Friday morning because I've been water loading, not been having my salts, avoiding my carbs. It gets to weigh-in day, I've only got 2 kilos to do in the morning, which will be a bath and a bit maybe. So remember, these are completely 2 different things. And don't think you can lose weight like a fighter and it'll stay off, because the next day it's going straight back on. So when I get asked, can I do that for my wedding? Don't bother. Don't bother, because it's miserable and it's not staying off. The next day, you're back on. You're back on and you've got the bulk. But diet weight, that stays off. So just remember between the 2. But that is losing weight as a fighter for a fight, and how do you plan to make sure you are on weight for fight week. This video is being on weight for that fight week barrier 6 days before the weigh-in. This is nothing to do with the weight manipulation. I'll go through that in another one, but that is today's video. And if you got this far and you're not following, sort yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, I'm looking fly in these Primani sunglasses. £2. £2 they are. Do you know why I got these sunglasses? Because Sueno loves a bargain. And that's today's video. Bish, bash, bosh, pow!